Hello, World Wide Web. Welcome back to the Hangin With Web Show. I'm GW Pomichter. Thank you so much for logging on and tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe and check out our descriptions down below for information about our partners and our guests. We are here at Surfside Playhouse in Cocoa Beach, Florida, where they are presenting Terrence McNally's The Ritz, which will be running from Friday, April 21st through Sunday, April 30th. Don't miss the show if you're in the area. And we're here hanging with Joel Shugars, the actor in the role of Carmine Vaspucci. Joel, thanks for hanging with us, man.
Hi. Thanks for having me here.
Thanks for taking a little break out. They're looking great back there on the set. Yeah. All right, so let's kind of talk a little bit about what drew you to the role of Carmine and to the play, The Ritz.
It's a farce, and those are just really fun things to do.
Who doesn't love a good comedic farce?
Right.
Really.
Right.
And how long have you been doing community theater?
Probably about 8 years.
About 8 years? Yeah. And what do you do when you're not
I'm
actor?
Partners in a company.
Okay, fantastic. What kind of company?
We make gun parts for the gun industry.
You make gun parts. Okay, fantastic. So this particular show is very farcical, cutting edge in the 1970s, obviously. What about this character really drew you in?
It's kind of what people used to think about me, just a big dumb guy.
Just a big lug, right?
Yeah.
Just a guy. And so what's most fun about playing that part?
Just the interactions with the other actors and the physicality that Brian brings to the play. It's really fun to be able to be thrown around by people smaller than you are.
Little mighty mice.
Yeah.
Up there. Yeah. So, what's been the best part about working here on this production so far?
Well, if my wife sees this, it's working with my wife as the stage manager. But just
right there with you, brother. Right there with you.
I know. I'll hear about that when I get home. Just the actors that have come here, and working with Brian. Brian's a phenomenal director, and Chris, who plays the guy I'm trying to kill. Is just
makes you want to kill him. Just that's how good.
No, he's such a teddy bear. You really don't want to, but
I
gotta do it,
man.
Yeah,
that's it. It's in the script. That's right. So, what shows have you done before doing The Ritz?
Well, I was in South Pacific before this. I was in Guys and Dolls. I was over at the Henniger. I was in Nice Work If You Can Get It. I was in Memphis.
Wow.
So
building, just got the community theater resume.
I pretty much didn't even start acting till I was over 50 years old.
Now,
so.
from being in more of a mechanical career field, what drew you into, hey, let's go try community theater? What?
My wife.
That would do it. That would do it.
I started out as her crew. She was stage managing and acting.
Entourage.
Yes.
Yes.
And I was her crew backstage.
Okay.
And then one day she was doing a play, and they said, the person who's doing this part isn't here. Do you mind reading the part? I said, okay. I read the part, and they said, how'd you like that? I said, it was fine. And they said, good. He's never going to be here. How about if you do it? And that's how I started acting. And then it just kind of gets under your skin.
Wives all over America just got a great idea. It just happened. All right. So, as a community theater actor, do you have a play or a part or something out there that you just love to play? Something you just think would be great?
Oh, I'd love to play the Phantom in Phantom of the Opera, but that can't go to community theater yet.
Yet, come
but,
on.
Probably Les Miserables, something like that.
Awesome, fantastic. Like the historical
Yeah.
dramas. Yeah, fantastic. Okay, well, we talked about the Ritz. We talked about your acting. We talked about all the things coming up. We want to remind everybody that the Ritz here at the Surfside Playhouse in Cocoa Beach is running from Friday, April 21st till Sunday, April 30th. So if you're seeing this video sometime in that window, get over here and check out the play. And now it's time for the segment of the show I call Clickbait. And for those of you that don't know on the World Wide Web, clickbait are those misleading headlines that you just force you to click on them and you just can't help yourself. And so what we've done is mine the World Wide Web for absolutely ridiculous nonsense questions that we can ask you. Okay. And we're going to get your real life answers to be our clickbait.
Okay.
Okay, so when you were a kid, what did you want to be when you grew up?
Initially an ambulance driver.
Actor wanted to be. See, that's
but
actor wanted to be.
Then you know, professional athlete, something like that.
Professional. Oh, absolutely. Everybody wanted to be.
Oh,
that.
yeah.
We lacked the talent, drive, physicality, those little things. Okay. Well, you know, actors get to know shows and literature and storytelling really, really well. Mm-hmm. And, you know, great stories are brought from the 70s and back in the musical days, Roger and Hammerstein, mm-hmm. like South Pacific, but also much older, and the theater is got to be the world's second oldest profession. So, in all of storytelling, whose ghost would you least like to meet? Just wouldn't want, no, just keep them away.
Whose ghost? Boy, that's a good question. Whose ghost? Whose ghost? Whose ghost? Hitler.
Yeah, no, that's a no. Yeah, he's not even allowed to come to the show. If your ghost is hanging out in Cocoa Beach, go to the beach. Don't come to the show. Okay, so we're going to dive in your head a little bit. I get to play Dr. Phil every once in a while. What is the weirdest thing about Joel?
The weirdest thing.
It's that little thing that's just, nobody knows this, but guess what? I like feather boas, whatever.
Oh, gosh. Weirdest thing about me.
We're going to save that question for the wife.
Well, I know. I was kind of looking over at it, and I can see her mind working. She's got tons of them up there.
Oh, yeah, she's got it, yeah.
Weirdest thing about me.
All right, I'll tell you what. We'll back up.
Okay.
We're going to ask her what the weirdest thing about you is. That'll be fun. So, if you were a box of cereal, what would you be?
Fruit Loops.
Fruit Loops. In the Ritz. And y'all have to do the math, YouTube. So, if you could join the circus, what would you do?
Clown.
The Fruit Loops clown. It all goes together, folks. It really does. And we like to just kind of dive in here. We get really deep here. What's your favorite color?
Blue.
Okay. Describe that to a person that's never seen, a blind person that's never seen anything. What would blue be like?
It would be the color you would think it would be if you were hearing the ocean at midnight.
That's a fantastic Florida answer right there. That is a Space Coast answer if I've ever heard one. The color of the sound of the ocean. That's fantastic. Okay, well, you know, we're guys. You got to play a nice lummox of a guy in the Ritz. So as guys, we say a lot of dumb stuff.
No.
It's sort of what we do.
No.
So, lamest pickup line you've ever heard.
Oh, I've ever heard?
It could be one that you've used.
Oh
yeah.
No, the lamest one I ever heard was, you know, did it hurt when you fell from the sky?
We've heard that a couple times, actually. Yeah, guys, don't do it. No. It's not going well. Okay, so after the Ritz closes on the 30th, what's coming up for you next?
Take some time off.
Okay.
Over the summer. Got my college roommate's son's getting married, so we're going to go do that. And then fantastic. Probably next year will be something around here, probably Evita.
Oh, wow. Fantastic. That's a great stage show. It really is. Oh, there's the shut up card. That's the, okay, I'm going to finish up. And while I finish up, we're going to thank our partners and friends at Space Coast Comics, Famous Faces and Funnies, Something Unique Magazine, the Florida Book News, our great friends at Wordfire Press. And these guys share these videos all over the World Wide Web, help us get a little bit of traction and share what Surfside Playhouse is doing. We thank Surfside Playhouse for having us here at Cocoa Beach. If you're watching this show between now and the 30th of April, make sure you get on over to Surfside Playhouse and check out the Ritz. I'm GW Pomichter. We've been hanging with Joel Shugars, the actor playing Carmine Vaspucci in the Ritz here at Surfside Playhouse. Remember, folks, subscribe, log on, tune in, and see who we're hanging with next.
Thank you.